Yeah.
And he's Laura.
Laura.
She's Laura. I'm a student at the University of Hong Kong, and then we are conducting a research project for a sociology class. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions for an interview?
Yeah, you're welcome.
We are studying how people in Hong Kong and the interview. Please feel free to do so at any time.
Are you recording?
Do you agree to be interviewed and for the interview to be recorded?
Yes.
Okay. How do you call this type of adornment? Who wears them?
Well, when we're performing, taking part in a ceremony, we wear special clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And very often in ordinary life, we wear a priest. I'm speaking as a priest now. We wear a suit and a collar.
Oh, color.
But collar, C-O-L-L-A-R. But not so much now. We're more relaxed about it now. But on a more formal occasion, I would dress up in black trousers, black suit, black coat, black or grey shirt, and a collar. On more formal occasions, I would always do that. But on less formal occasions, I dress, well, shall we say, simply.
But how do you call this type of adornment? Is it wearing a formal one? Or
Well, the black suit and collar we call a clerical suit. Clerical suit. Clerical. C-L-E-R-I-C-A-L. Clerical. Clerical suit or clerical attire, clerical garb.
Okay. So you said when specifically do you start wearing this adornment in the formally occasion, right?
Well, some priests wear it all the time, certainly out on the street, all the time. Other people, maybe for a dinner, a ceremony, award presentation, on such occasions.
Okay, so what meaning does this adornment have? So is there any meaning?
I think the purpose is just to let people know with whom they're dealing, so that there's no misunderstanding. For example, a policeman, most policemen, in order to do their job, have to wear a uniform. And they would have no authority to arrest me or question me unless they were in uniform. Of course, there are plainclothes detectives for special reason, but even then they have to show if necessary, they have to show their warrant.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for a priest or a nun too, really, is to show people that they are living a religious life and are attempting to make themselves available to people to help them find a meaning in life, to lead a good life, to lead a holy life.
Mm-hmm.
And this, the clerical attire, clerical garb, gives them a certain authority and gives them, I say, a certain courage and conviction too, because it's not easy to talk to people about these religious things and to go and speak to them.
Yeah.
And so the clothes gives them a certain authority and courage.
So, but I know that sometimes there's different color for the priests. Is there any meaning?
It used to be, but I'm speaking mostly about the Catholic Church now. Mostly it used to be black,
Okay.
severe black. But now they're...
Some purple, red?
No. Usually grey. Grey. So between black and grey, usually.
Okay.
For the Catholic priests, yeah.
Is it? Does wearing these adornments give you any special feeling? So except to give other people you are the priest, or do you have another special feeling?
I would say it gives one, I think, a certain courage and a certain conviction and a certain, maybe even you know, gladness and not pride in the bad sense, I hope, but the feeling that well, I'm somebody.
Stronger.
Yeah, feels I'm somebody. I have something to offer. I have something valuable to offer. It's an external sign of that. Yeah.
Okay. So, do you perceive yourself as entering a special occasion when wearing this adornment? So, how is it different from your ordinary life?
Well, I think we'd better make a distinction now. Certainly, when we're performing a religious ceremony, we wear a different set of clothes, which I'll put on. I'll put on one for you, and you can see it. But we normally wouldn't use a very extreme. I'm talking about the ordinary priest. The most religious would be a dark black suit and a kind of white collar. And as I said, on formal occasions, and at least on formal occasions, and some priests would wear it all the time.
Wow.
At least out in the open anyway. At home they would, of course, take off their coat and maybe open their collar. And maybe they might even dress more informally at home. But there's no, when you're not talking about ceremonial vestments, there's no particular time. It's a little bit up to the choice of the priest. But I think on a formal church occasion, most priests would wear some kind of a black or grey suit and collar.
Okay. Do you think others perceive you differently when you are wearing this adornment?
Yes. A Catholic would feel that they were in the presence of somebody helpful and useful, somebody they respect, somebody they feel has something to offer to them in the line of encouragement or advice or guidance. Other people might think, what kind of a strange guy is this? What kind of a guy is this? People who are non-Christians, not Catholics, they would be a bit surprised. Who is this strange dress?
Yeah. So sometimes maybe you will feel strange.
Well,
when other people.
now this is purely my personal approach. I don't wear the black suit and formal collar too much, because I feel it can be a bit of a barrier between me and ordinary people. But when I'm mixing with Catholics especially on a formal occasion, no problem. I have no problem about wearing the black. But if I'm walking around the street or gone for a walk or going shopping, I would prefer to wear
a casual one.
Ordinary, more casual wear, because I feel that I can mix more easily with the people.
Okay. So how do you feel after taking off this adornment? Do you feel more relaxing, or you may change to another person?
I hope not change to another person, but I would certainly feel more relaxed. Yes, yeah. Okay. Same as if you go to the office and you wear a very formal and tie, and well, when you come home you take them off and you feel more relaxed, I think.
Because sometimes people may get more power when they get changed to that, and then they will change to another lifestyle.
Oh yeah, well, you put your finger on something very important there. I'm afraid, because the church is a human church, and because priests are human, sometimes they can use the black suit as a kind of a sign of power. Yeah, and I think we're becoming more aware of that. Yeah, it's a good point.
Okay, so is the adornment you are wearing different from other adornment of this style? Are there different types of this kind of adornment?
Well, do you mind the word adornment? Adornment is a bit like putting on some lipstick and very special clothes. Adornment, maybe you could choose another word. Is this kind of clothing, yeah, or dress, yeah.
Are there any other kind of clothing?
Not that I know of. No, not that I know of.
Because maybe a priest is a universal one, right? So
yeah.
The clothing is.
Well, I've only lived in Hong Kong most of my life, and lived in my own country in Ireland,
yeah.
and But this is the way most of us.
So even in Ireland, the dressing is similar to in Hong Kong.
Yeah. As far as, well, you know, I've been around for 48 years, but when I go back on holidays, I notice that perhaps some would be a bit stricter with more black, others much more casual. Yeah. But all in all, it's pretty much the same.
Okay.
I would say all over the world. Yeah.
Over the world. So
Yeah.
all the Catholic Church, all the Catholic Church priests are similar, wearing the black.
On formal occasions,
Yeah.
certainly.
Okay, so I guess it's no specific clothing to Hong Kong, right?
No, not special.
Okay. So the last question is, since this clothing is rather religious, since it is seen as quite universal, do you think that there's anything special about wear this atonement, particularly in Hong Kong or in front of Hong Kong people?
I think there might be some difference between a very Catholic country, where people are used to it, and so maybe at least more old-fashioned and more conservative priests would probably wear the black a good deal more in a completely Catholic country, or a very Catholic country, because people are used to it. In a place like Hong Kong, most of the people are not Catholic, are not Christian, and so therefore I would feel myself more comfortable in not wearing the black on every occasion. I just dress like this, or even a bit more casual.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you for your interview.
You're
And
welcome. But I think, maybe you should I don't know, that when we're performing a ceremony at Mass and things like that, then we do dress up in special clothes, and you'll see on the television.
Yeah.
In Rome, to me, it's too much. It's over too much. Where they're dressed up in all kinds of wonderful garments, and I think it's too much. I think it should be a bit simpler. I would agree. They should wear special clothes at
To
the
represent
ceremonies,
yourself, yeah.
because they're doing something special. They're doing something holy. They're doing something which people should respect and reverence. But not too much. And certainly, when you see some pictures from Rome, and also from maybe the Anglicans too, in Rome, and they like to dress up too. I think it's a bit too much. Certainly in Rome and with the Catholic Church, make it a bit simpler.
Okay, sure.
A good deal simpler.
Okay, do you have questions?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe our interview is ended, and then thank you.
Okay, you're
Thank you
welcome.
very much.
You're welcome.